is Griffin.
My tummy hurts.
Pretty good, Brandon.
Alright guys, what's going on? Ed here with Off the Chart Trading. What a ride. Powell spoke today. Feds didn't really change much. They are keeping the 0.25 hike in March. Balance sheet, everything is pretty much the same. So markets on a daily candle, that does not look good. But again, we are on -3 ATR, and we do have a ready aim fire, which we also did here. So we are kind of consolidating here at the bottom. I do think we're getting close to a bounce back to the 21 as of right now, which is about 15.2, about 1,000 points to the upside. Today's move pretty crazy. Let me switch to a 5-minute and get a better picture. This is Fibonacci numbers here from Monday's high and low, and Thinkorswim kind of busted. So you see this little gap here. I don't know why the 5-minute just jumped like that. You see this little gap here. Let me get my pen. Same thing happened the other day. Thinkorswim just stopped showing the candles on NQ here. So rates came out at 2 o'clock. We popped higher. We dropped. We were going higher, and then he started speaking, and then we died. And now we're just consolidating again. So I did average down on some Lucid calls. Lucid's been doing pretty good, and I have till February, so wanted to average down, see if I can get out of that on the next pop up. But yeah, so we're this market's been real funky. I've been trading futures, so able to catch the moves down and up, so that's nice. And then if I switch here on a daily again, where we broke all support, we're under the 200, and I think it's just a time to bounce to the 21, at least to the 8, just get something going. And then we're still a little ways away for the 21 on the monthly, and I still think we might be able to hit -1 ATR on the monthly, which we usually do on these certain pullbacks. So keep an eye on that as well. We'll pull up ES. What a massive reversal in ES. I think it was 120 points today from the highs. And you see here, just not the best candle. But again, momentum slowly trying to gain some steam, and you got the buy today even with the candle today. So we held yesterday's lows, which is good. We're kind of just consolidating. Ticks are going crazy. +600, -600, +1,000, -1,000. But VIX did go green for the day, but now we're back under 31. Technically red for the day. And again, ES bounced to the 21 would be 45.50 area. So keep an eye on that. Gold is getting itself ready to go. Here on the monthly, we got the buy momentum higher. I just need this to go yellow and get a move higher. On a daily, nice pullback to the 21. If we can get a flush to the -1, maybe we can pick up some calls on that, as -1's been holding fairly well on the daily chart. And Bitcoin did hit over 38 here on futures. And then you got kind of a pullback, momentum shifting a little higher there. And we're sitting right at the monthly 21. So we'll see how much more that has to go. Tick staying positive here. That's the indexes there. Want to take a look at the put call ratio. And if you guys not familiar with the put call ratio, when you kind of get higher numbers closer to 0.8 to 0.1, you are everyone's short the market. So when everyone's short, no one's left to short, you go markets rally. So we had here, and the markets rallied, and then we came up here, markets rallied, and then now markets buked. Markets just closed. So right now, 10-day average is 0.80, which is very bullish. We kind of broke this level. So all of these tops here have been rallies, the biggest one being this one in October. And in December, we had that pullback, and we had a small rally here. And then now we're puking, and put call is extremely high. So this means just everyone is short. Not a lot of people left to short. So we'll see if that can get us a move higher. And then the trend closed at 0.89, so pretty much neutral. Breath ratios turn red. There's your drop in gold. Dollar popped from Fed news. Bonds and yen also dropped. The TNX did spike up a little bit there. Okay, so that's some internals there. Okay, and then trying to see what stayed green today in the markets. ABBV, AMAT, AVGO, Bank of America, Chewy, Costco, CrowdStrike. Google held up fairly well, up 45. Expedia, Goldman, JPM, Banks, MasterCard has earnings. Tesla has earnings after hours. Microsoft had earnings up 8. Moderna, MU, Nvidia on semiconductors did well today. QCOM, SMH is up 381. Tesla up 19 at the moment. Going to keep an eye on that. Looks like we're up a couple dollars after hours. Ulta, UPST. Okay. And then I wanted to take a look at Lucid here. Average down some here on Lucid. Here's the daily chart. See if we can get a bounce back to the 21 and get out of that. Let me pull up Tesla here, see what it's doing. Tesla's at 941, so don't think they reported yet because it would have been much more volatile than that. Markets closed fairly, nothing crazy. We didn't close at the low, so that's good. So that hasn't come out yet. And I think IBM had earnings after hours. And they're also flat. We have some earnings tomorrow as well. I believe MasterCard, JetBlue, Southwest report, and then Apple after the close tomorrow. And then we have Google and Amazon next week. Amazon fairly weak. It was kind of weak all day. But again, we're consolidating here at the bottom. We're overextended, and momentum kind of died down. Oh, it wasn't IBM, it was Intel. It's got a notification. Intel's down 3.5%. Not crazy, pretty flat after hours. All right, and then what was I looking at just before Intel? Amazon, yes, back to Amazon. So Amazon has earnings next week. I'm assuming, hopefully, earnings is priced in with this drop, but of course the index has dropped, so that drops. But I mean, how much lower can it go? So I'm assuming earnings will make this go back higher. Same with Google, same with Apple. Everything's just pretty much almost at -3 ATR. Yeah, so Apple fairly strong. You see that up movement. I mean, it's not the cleanest up movement, but I think with the put call being so high, the average, we're going to eventually just get a massive pop. If it wasn't for Feds today, we probably would have had that today. Google here up 45 at -1 ATR from -3. So decent pop there. And we still got about 150 left to get to the 21 on the daily. But yeah, that's what I have, nice and short. we'll see. Then the day after the Fed is usually the move. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We could get a big reversal. I've seen that happen where after the Feds we rally and the next day we puke. And I've seen us puke and the next day we rally. So we'll see NQ turn positive here. It's kind of the strongest today. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. Thursday, Friday. Get some of our losses back here on our shares that we own. But I know a lot of the people in the room shorted it and got paid today. So trade futures, you can short the Q, short SPY, Wednesday expiration. So quick money on that. But yeah, if you guys want to follow us on Facebook, I'll post a link in the room in the description. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week on the next recap. Thanks, guys.